Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unleashed. Today, I'm going to talk about why short sessions beat long sessions. In simple words, this means studying a little bit, but often, is better than studying for many hours, but only sometimes. Many learners believe the opposite. They believe, if I study for 3 hours today, I am serious. If I study all day on Saturday, I'm doing my best. But in real life and in real learning, this idea often does not work. Today, I want to explain why. As always, I will use simple English. I will give many examples, and I will define every difficult word immediately. So, relax. You do not need to rush. Just listen. Okay, let me start with a story. Imagine this situation. It is Saturday morning. You wake up a little later than usual. The house is quiet. You feel calm. You say to yourself, "Today, I will finally do it. Today, I will study English for 5 hours." 5 hours is a very long time. It is not 10 minutes. It is not 20 minutes. It is almost half of your day. At this moment, you feel motivated. You feel excited. You feel strong. You feel ready to act. You feel proud of yourself. You think, I'm serious about English. I am disciplined. Today is a productive day. You prepare everything. You open your English book. You open YouTube. You choose a podcast. You maybe even make tea or coffee. The beginning feels good. The first 10 minutes are fine. The first 20 minutes are fine. The first 30 minutes feels okay. You understand most things. You think, yeah, I get this. But then slowly, something starts to change. Not suddenly, not dramatically, quietly. Your mind starts to feel heavy. You feel slow, tired, and less alert. You do not feel fresh and active. Your eyes move across the page, but your brain does not follow. You hear the podcast, but the words do not stay. You read one sentence, then you read it again and again. Not because it is difficult, but because your attention is gone. Your mental focus, where your mind is looking, is gone. You check your phone for just 1 second. You think about lunch. You think about messages. You think about something that happened last week. Your body is still sitting there. Your book is still open. But your brain has left the room. This is a very important moment. You are still studying, but you are no longer learning. Studying means looking busy. Learning means changing your brain. And here is the hidden problem. Long study sessions often continue after learning has stopped. Let me say that again. Long study sessions often continue after learning has stopped. You keep going because you planned 5 hours. You do not want to quit. You do not want to feel weak. So you push. You force yourself to continue. But when learning becomes pushing, the brain closes. The brain does not receive new information. Long sessions look serious. And this is the first big problem with long sessions. They look disciplined. They look impressive. You can say, I studied for 5 hours today. But inside your brain, something else happened. Your brain remembers tired, slow, and hard. This creates fake progress. Fake progress means you feel productive, but nothing stays in long-term memory. Long-term memory means memory that stays for days, weeks, or years, not minutes. You covered many pages. You watched many videos. But tomorrow, most of it is gone. And this is confusing because you worked hard. You used time. You made effort. You used energy to do something difficult. But effort alone does not guarantee learning. So why does the brain stop learning? Because your brain is not a machine. It is a living system. It has many parts working together. Your brain learns best when it feels safe, curious, light, and interested. Long sessions slowly remove these feelings. Curiosity disappears first. You do not have a desire to know more. You lose your desire to know more. Then energy disappears. Then focus disappears. What remains is only time. And time without focus, without attention, does not create learning. The damage of long sessions is not loud. Nothing breaks, nothing crashes, but your brain quietly learns something dangerous. English takes too much from me. Next time you think about studying, you feel resistance. You feel a feeling of not wanting to start. That's resistance. You feel tired before you begin. This is how many learners lose momentum. Momentum is the natural force that keeps you moving forward. Not in one day, but slowly, week by week. And they often say, I don't know why I stopped. I don't know why I stopped. Now you know why. Another hidden problem with long study sessions is pressure. Pressure means a strong inner feeling that you must do something well, even when your body or mind is already tired. Pressure does not come from the book. Pressure does not come from the teacher. Pressure comes from expectation. What you believe must happen. That's expectation. When you plan a long study session, your brain starts to feel pressure before you even begin. You sit down and think, this must be useful. This must work. I cannot waste this time. I must see results today. These thoughts sound serious. They sound responsible. But inside the brain, something changes. The brain tightens. Your brain becomes tense. It becomes tight, stressed, and alert in a negative way, not calm and open. Language learning needs a relaxed brain. You need to be calm, open, and comfortable. When the brain is relaxed, it can notice patterns. It can remember sounds. It can connect ideas. When the brain is tense, it only tries to survive the activity. Okay, now let's talk about short sessions. A short session means 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes. That's all. Many learners say, that is too short. That cannot work. But this idea is wrong. Short sessions work because of how the brain remembers things. When your brain knows an activity is short, it feels safe. There is no danger or no stress. Your brain says, okay, I can do this. It will finish soon. Because there is no fear, your brain stays open. It will be ready to receive new information. This is the perfect state for learning language. Short sessions build trust. Every time you do a short session and finish it, your brain learns English is manageable. English is possible. I can do this again. This builds self-trust. You believe in your own ability. Long sessions often break self-trust. Short sessions slowly build it. Short sessions protect your energy, your mental strength. Your energy is limited. If you use all your energy in one long session, you have nothing left for tomorrow. Short sessions protect your energy. You stop before you feel tired. This is very important. Stopping early teaches your brain, I finished while feeling good. And the brain wants to repeat good experiences. All right, and here is a new idea that many people never talk about. I call it the next time effect. So, what does that mean? It means what you feel at the end of study decides how you feel next time you study. Let me say that again. What you feel at the end of study decides how you feel next time you study. If you stop while tired, next time feels heavy. If you stop while fresh, next time feels light. Short sessions create a positive ending. They create a good and pleasant ending. This positive ending pulls you back the next day. Long sessions often end with exhaustion. They end with extreme tiredness. And exhaustion pushes you away. All right, now let's compare two learners. Learner A studies for 3 hours once a week. Learner B studies for 15 minutes every day. After 1 month, Learner A feels tired and guilty. He feels bad because he feels he didn't do enough. Learner B feels calm and consistent. Consistent means doing something again and again without stopping. Learner B has more contact with English. Learner B has more exposure to English, more listening, more repetition, more memory. Many learners try to be heroes. They try to be someone who does something very big and difficult. They want heroic, steady days. But language learning is not about hero days. It is about habit. It is about something you do automatically without thinking too much. That is a habit. Short sessions train the habit. Long sessions train motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Habit stays. When English becomes a habit, you no longer ask, "Should I study today?" You just do it. Like brushing your teeth. Okay, now let's talk about memory. Memory means the ability to remember information. Your brain needs gaps. A gap means a space between learning moments. When you study, stop, and then come back later, your brain works in the background. Your brain works quietly without your awareness. Long sessions have no gaps. Short sessions create natural gaps. These gaps help your brain organize information. Your brain will have time to put things in order. For example, you listen to a sentence today. I was running late this morning. Tomorrow, you hear it again. Your brain says, "Oh, I know this." This feeling of recognition strengthens memory. The feeling that you know something when you see or hear it again strengthens your memory. That's recognition. All right, now let's talk about how to use short sessions correctly. Short sessions are powerful, but they only work when they are used in the right way. A short session is not about doing many things fast. It is about doing one small thing well. The most important rule is focus. Your attention is fully on one thing. It is not divided. When your attention is divided, learning becomes difficult. So, in a short session, you must choose one action, only one. You do not listen and read and check your phone. You do not open many apps. You do not jump between tasks. You do not multitask. You choose one simple action. You listen, or you read, or you repeat out loud. That is enough. Your brain learns by connection. Connection means linking new information to memory. When you do many different activities at the same time, these connections break. For example, you listen to English, But you also read messages. You also think about work. In this situation, your brain receives English, but it cannot process it. It cannot understand and store it. So the sound passes through your ears and leaves. Nothing stays. Focused learning is slow but deep. It is strong and lasting. Short sessions are not for speed, they are for quality. Now, let me give you some simple examples. Example 1. You listen to a podcast for 10 minutes. You sit, you breathe, you listen. You do not pause every sentence. You do not translate every word. You just listen. This is a focused session. Example 2. You read one short paragraph. You read it slowly. You notice the words. You pay attention to words gently. You do not rush. This is a focused session. Example 3. You repeat one sentence many times. You repeat slowly. You repeat naturally. Then you repeat with feeling. This is also a focused session. You did not do much, but your brain learned a lot. Now, some learners feel guilty. Some learners feel this is laziness. They say, I only listened for 10 minutes. I only read one page. But learning does not count pages. It counts change. Change means your brain becomes a little different step by step. If your brain changed, the session worked. So, short sessions are not lazy. You are not avoiding effort. Short sessions are intentional. You are doing them with a clear purpose. Okay, now we come to one of the most important ideas in this whole episode. Stop while it still feels easy. This is very important. Most learners stop after they feel tired. They stop when they cannot focus anymore. But this teaches the brain the wrong lesson. It teaches learning equals exhaustion. Learning means extreme tiredness. Instead, you want your brain to learn. Learning feels light. Learning feels safe. Learning feels possible. So you stop early. You stop when you still feel okay, when you still feel clear. This feels strange at first. It feels a little bit unusual and unfamiliar. You may think, well, I feel good, so I can do more. I should do more. But stopping early is not weakness. It is a strategy. It is a smart plan to reach a goal. When you stop early, your brain remembers the session as positive. It remembers it as pleasant and enjoyable. The brain says, that was not hard. That did not cost much energy. So next time, starting feels easy. It does not feel heavy or stressful. This creates a powerful cycle, something that repeats again and again. Easy start, good feeling, early stop, and then starting again. and then the next day you want to return. The brain continues learning after you stop. All right, here is something very interesting. Learning does not stop when you stop studying. Your brain continues in the background. It continues quietly without your awareness. When you stop early, your brain has space to process. It has space and time to organize and store information. If you study until exhaustion, the brain has no space. It has no time. It is too tired. Stopping early gives the brain room to breathe. Okay, my friends, let me say this clearly. You do not need more time. You already have enough time. What you need is better timing. What you need is deciding when and how long you do something. Short sessions are not weak. They are intelligent. They respect your brain. They respect your daily life. They respect your energy. They work with you, not against you. If you want English to stay with you for years, not just weeks, if you want learning to feel natural, not painful, choose short sessions every day, even on busy days, even on tired days. Because small steps taken daily quietly change everything. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and until next time, keep taking small steps, do daily short sessions, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.